Finally, we get into something. Is this gonna be the finale? Oh god, if this is the finale, that'd be great. Oh my god. What? What's going on?
I knew it.
Hmm.
Looks like the memories we regained are true after all.
The 3 wards were all in the same place. Then...
Carlos!
Then why was Carlos beat up?
Akane. Junpei.
I don't get it. I still don't get that. Why the hell?
And Eric.
And you're Sean, right?
Carlos. What happened?
Proof of friendship.
Anyway,
Wait, what?
what are you guys doing here?
Proof of friendship?
According to the schedule, C team and Q team should both still be asleep.
We took a page out of your book and did what you did. We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
Oh.
So, does that mean?
Yeah. I remember everything.
I do too. Junpei and I as well.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we accessed the morphogenetic field and downloaded all of them.
Wait, was that what
Then
Carlos trying to do?
You have the other history's memories too?
Yes.
Then you're like us.
Wait, was Carlos trying to
Why?
put him in danger and get him all riled up
Hold
on
up.
purpose?
Eric and I are different.
Yeah. We didn't gain memories from other histories.
Then neither of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the others.
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning? First, so I could run the program in the Force Quit box, I accessed the central control computer. Then, I briefly turned off the communication network. That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero. I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
And that's when Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Okay. Now you two make sense. But what about you, Sean?
Well, you probably already know, but I'm a robot. Being injected does nothing to me.
Then,
Every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode. Then my memories from the previous 90 minutes were deleted. I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
He said he managed to cancel the forced sleep and delete functions.
What about C-Team then?
We couldn't interrupt the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
Oh.
First, Carlos pushed me down and climbed on top of me.
Oh.
What? It was just an act. I was only pretending to do it.
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear. He said to go to the transporter room and grab the cards in there.
Oh.
But
Never mind.
if I just let her go like that, it looks suspicious. So Junpei and I stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention. I casually invited Junpei to the power room. You can see the results of our conversation.
You should have told me what was up.
If I had, then Zero would have figured it out. You look like you'd be a crap actor.
and after that?
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid from the cameras and each got a card from her.
Oh shit, that's what they did. Okay, that makes sense now.
Sorry, but could I get confirmation on something? Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories, right?
Even you, Mira and Eric?
Didn't Eric say so earlier? Sean told us everything.
But wait. Why?
Why what?
Why do we know about the other histories?
Well, that's probably...
You want to know?
Oh. Oh yeah, Deathel was there, wasn't he? Oh no, never mind, he came in with a shotgun. Well then.
Q? Or maybe it's actually Zero.
You are free to call me by my given name, which is Delta. There's no need to look so threatening. You were the one who named me, Diana.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question. Carlos, Akane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters, correct? Mm-hmm. Think back on your path to this very moment. Did you arrive in this history by following a normal flow of time? No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift abilities. And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting back and forth many, many times.
And that's how they retain everything.
From one point in space-time to another. You boldly took chances, much like jumping from one tree branch to another. You have forgotten that fact, perhaps as a result of the medicine, or as one of the side effects of shifting. Regardless, your memories have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times. One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed. Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer, so I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
You don't?
I have another power instead. The power to mind hack.
Mind hack? That's how he was able to get Eric to kill everybody and to kill himself that one other time.
I am able to read other people's minds. I know the thoughts and ideas that go through their heads. That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now. Step away from that device, Phi.
Then, when we blocked the injection...
I saw through your ruse.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
The final decision game?
I find human decisions fascinating. More specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift. But after looking inside millions of minds, I learned one thing. There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories. that shifters exist. Hence, why I know so much about these parallel worlds.
You did all this because you were curious?
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex. It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
So why did you do it?
You want to know? It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Phi and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
Apparently.
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this shelter. This was another history, of course. Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
You're joking.
Then what about
But
Phi?
Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008. Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904? And then forward again to 2008?
Technically, what was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's body.
I heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
We've gone off topic. But yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself. And when I say that, I am including all of the other histories. If I hadn't trapped the group of you here, then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics. You see, environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code. Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Oh!
Gold Star. This is the reason I have my mind-hacking abilities. Phi was affected as well. You were born a shifter. DT, do you recall what was written on your wall?
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
And rearranging the letters gives you...
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
Oh, our decisions will bring you to life.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
No, but... Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions. But the rest of us had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are complex.
What? Wait, there's more?
Of course there is. Except when Phi's go nuts.
You goddamn old man!
Phi, no!
Oh shit! Damn, Phi!
It's over.
You may be right.
What?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
Oh my god.
It's ready.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Oh god. What?
What?
Oh no!
The hell? What is this?
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode. You've worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things. First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Oh, no!
Why would you?
Gab's been...
Oh no!
Did you kill Gab?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding. There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
Damn.
You monster!
I never expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
So what's the other thing? You had two things to tell us.
I have the ability to mind hack,
We already know that.
but I've not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only thing I can do with mind hacking. It only lasts a moment, but I am able to control someone's body as I wish. Like this.
What?
Eric! Why?
No, for real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
Understand now. This is my power. So, let's begin. Your final decision game. You have two choices. One, to stay here and wait to die. The other is... The other is...
God damn it.
Hey! What's the other option? What's the other option?
Is it to shift by any chance? If the other option is to shift, then maybe. Maybe Gap has something on his body?
5 minutes until explosion.
Maybe?
Well, what should we do?
What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
Mira?
I have an idea.
Which is?
We're going to shift, all of us, together.
There we go, that's the idea.
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh, yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
What are the conditions?
First, you need to be exposed to danger. And the other one is...
To be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
I get it.
We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
But which history are we going to jump to?
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
And we can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then... we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
When we're all alive.
Do you mean...
In the beginning. Mm-hmm.
The history, where we won the coin toss.
So that's where they gotta go. Okay.
3 minutes until explosion.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure I get it all, but it's a good idea?
What are you saying? There's no way we could do that.
Why not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
What?
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Mira's a murderer, she doesn't care.
We should consider if those people really are us.
Good point. If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us in the other history are essentially strangers.
Even more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
Oh my god, this is getting really, like, singe. Oh my god. Ooh.
1 minute until explosion.
So that's the final decision game.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have 2 choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what that bastard meant. The final decision game.
I'm gonna make the sacrifice. I'm gonna make the sacrifice. We went through so much shit just to get through here. Shift. We're shifting. We're shifting. But I think I'll also go back as well just to see the ending for what happens if we don't shift. Maybe. Wait, what? Oh ho ho ho. 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 Wait, hold on. Did I miss something out? I have some fragments. Oh, I have some fragments that are not complete. Okay, let's go ahead and come back and do those real quick since we have the ability to. Let's come back and do this. Oh, we could go back here. Okay, gotcha. But before we do that, let's go ahead and come back and see what would have happened if... should we get all the death endings? We could. I don't think there's going to make a difference whether we do so or not. But that could have been another ending that we could have gotten there. Hi. So, I did sit down to record every single ending, but I decided to just leave that completely out and leave out all the events that happen if you choose a different choice. Let's say, for example, like, let's say, for Team C, drinking the antidote, to choose to drink it or not to drink it, or drinking the wrong one. Or let's say, for example, going down over here to where D Team has to get a gift from Gab, the antidote, whether they drink it or not, and just to see if there's any kind of variation, as well as going back to Q Team's kill button ending and D Team's kill button ending to see if there's anything significant. Aside from one lore piece about Diana having like an abusive significant other in the outside world, kind of like stalking her, and having a quick conversation about something brain related with Mira in the Q in the kill button for Q Team. We didn't really get anything too game changing, at least not from what I can see at the moment. So there's not really anything too game changing really going on here in particular, which is why I didn't really bother going through and trying to see what exactly happened and everything, because it didn't seem like it really mattered. It didn't progress the story, right? It didn't progress the story. I'm back over here. I mean, if you really want to see what it is, it's literally just this. Here, I'll even show you for this kind of ending. Like, there's not even like a... I guess there's a kind of a meaningful meaning behind the heavy decision that they're going behind, but this is the ending that you get for choosing not to shift. And nobody talks, by the way. Nobody talks. There is a cute scene of Phi with her parents, you know. It's pretty adorable. They're holding hands, choosing to make a difficult decision. And then, boo. I would think there would be something afterwards, right? But no, we just got a death game over screen, and that's about it. Does it progress the game? Not really. And if it doesn't, then I'm not personally kind of interested in that kind of sort of thing. Which is why I got a little bit frustrated whenever we had the moment with Eric, where he just wanted to this particular moment, this particular sequence over here, this fragment over here, right? At that moment where who killed Mira, I actually had no idea that there was just an option to just write nothing, or just let the timer run out. It didn't even click to me in my head until y'all told me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for letting me know. Appreciate it. But that was the main thing that was really necessary. Even for like the kill buttons, the only one that seemed to really matter and have a significant impact was going to be C teams, because that actually influenced us an alternate end over here. Right here for the C and 1 apocalypse. That actually made a significant influence. The other kill buttons didn't really influence any other alternate endings either whatsoever. Just knowing Delta's name helped us get the shoot Delta perceptive end, which is like a bonus end, but it's not recognized officially on like the actual save panel. But nevertheless, I mean, everything being completed. I did all the bad ends where people die or people, you know, get a kind of a game over. It doesn't really advance anything. Even like the Eric's confusion or the incorrect helmet code, it doesn't progress me in any way. It doesn't add anything except just watching characters die or seeing characters snap or getting a little depressed. Like it doesn't advance anything, which is why I didn't really see. That's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not seeing the beauty behind watching people die and stuff for no significant payoff. But I didn't really see any particular reasoning behind any of this. Like I said, maybe just me. Maybe just me. But I got the good end. We got an actual true end for the game, so I'm happy about it. But all the other ends, I mean, if you really want to watch a compilation of them on YouTube, you can. But I just didn't feel like it was worth going through and just kind of loading up the video. I just want to make this quick thing because otherwise it would have been like straight up 40 minutes of murder porn and watching people die. Anyway, hope you enjoy the ending for the game. This is a blast, and I'll see you in a bit. You know what? Yeah, let's go back here and do this. We come back here. We jump into this particular section. We're doing this. This is happening. It's getting done. We're doing this. Payoff 2. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see this happen. Let's see this go through. A lot of desert decon. 12, 13,
Damn,
14,
I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but...
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Hey, could I ask all of you something? Who is this kid?
In the back. Trade off the bodies with the other selves, the consciousness with the other selves.
Did we do it?
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time. But
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
And the date?
How would I know?
Hey, Mira. Eric. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
Then we really did.
Must have worked.
Life is unfair. Don't you think?
What?
You bastard.
17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path in the park. If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did. Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal?
Oh, would you just quit talking nonsense?
I'm so glad you were safe.
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious? We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder.
Murder? I see. But I haven't killed anyone. Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind-hacked you. In effect, the me you know is a different person than the one before you. Can I be charged for killing someone in another history? If so, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all. You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer. Loaded into a truck and taken away. Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite. Why? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died. Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6. There is only a bright future ahead for all of us. Is this not what you'd call a happy end?
But according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
A religious fanatic, a terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
The me before you did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Wait, so now humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Phi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive. But yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct. Over 6 billion dead.
Oh, that is fucked. To put it like that?
No, you're wrong, Delta. Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
Mira.
You're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
What's so funny?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex. Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future. One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind. It's all going according to plan.
So that, oh no.
A single casualty. I created a future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you? Are you angry that your life was played with? Very well. I will give all of you one last choice. With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide. Which shall it be? Pull the trigger or let me go. The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, we've just completed Zero Time Dilemma, the third game within the Nonary series. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna skip through the credits. If there's anything— oh, never mind, I guess I can't skip through credits. Okay, never mind, I guess I'll just talk through the credits then. Wow. What an experience. What an experience, folks. What a freaking experience. That was insane. That was insane. Everything up to this point. Oh. 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 Oh my god. It ends in such a way. So this whole plan, from the start, Delta wanted to make sure this plan would happen so that Phi and Delta could actually be born, because apparently Phi and Delta are offsprings of Diana and Sigma from another timeline. And see, it all makes sense because when they send Diana and Sigma back in the past to 1904, they send the clones of them, copies of them, carbon copies of them. And then later, later Phi was sent into the future, into 2008. That's why she's so young. But Delta lived throughout all of that. Throughout all this time being like 124 years old. All the way till the end. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. Oh my god. And he put all this stuff. He actually, at the end, this was done on purpose so that he would create two different worlds. One, a future where 6 billion people will be killed, and then two, cause them to experience everything to this point, to then get to the point, get back to graphic Q team. Oh my god, the graphic, I see what they've done with the I see what they've done with the naming of the staff and stuff. Anyway, graphic D team. Okay, so they had a whole other manager and everything for regarding like how it's gonna go work and everything. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, and then this entire game, this entire experience they went through was set up in a way to prevent the extermination of 8 billion people in the future by the religious cult. He wanted to put them in a mindset to be determined to change the future. Because beforehand, if they just won a coin toss and just would have walked off without knowledge of everything that happened beforehand, would have never, the world would have been extinct. World would have been destroyed at that point. But because they came back to it when they won the coin toss and they switched bodies with themselves again, they were now finally within a mindset to go change the world, change the future, to save mankind. Damn! Oh my god. So Delta, as much as a bad guy that he was actually kind of a good guy at the end. Kind of. It's bitter to admit it, but he was a good guy. He did mean for this to be with a purpose. He had multiple motives regarding this entire experiment, regarding this entire thing. And to think that Sigma and Diana were the ones to give birth, or to create, to manifest Phi and Delta. Phi this whole time was Sigma's daughter and Diana's daughter, and so was Delta. Holy shit. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. This was great. It was awesome. It got frustrating there at one moment, but otherwise it was a great, fantastic series. The only issue is these kind of series they come out once in a blue moon, right? Finding something similar to this is going to be really difficult. If you do, however, have any suggestions, feel free to drop in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. If there are particular games that came out for PC or PS4, let me know. Especially if they're on this type of quality, on this type of par. That would be really, really freaking awesome. And now I do have also a Switch, so if anything comes out for the Switch in the future, or near future, please let me know. Something similar of this type of like genre, mystery, puzzle solving, and having this kind of dark themes. Almost like what Danganronpa has and the Nonary series has kind of themes. That's what I really, really like. The kind of like deep mystery behind everything. If you have any kind of recommendations about future games to do on the channel, please feel free to drop in the comments below. I do read the comments and interact whenever I can. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a blast watching this. I had a blast playing through this. Overall, incredible journey all the way from the start to the beginning, from the start to finish, from the first game to the second game to third game. I would say my favorite would have to be the second game. I felt like that one was packed with all sorts of things, but it was a great build up to this game, especially to finally conclude things in a way. Nevertheless, hope you enjoyed. My name is Thamriyell, like, subscribe, and subscribe today, and I'll see you all next video and next series, or whatever we have here on the channel to replace this. Anyway, see ya!